we definitely must have kept spines. We've got prosthetic arms, legs, gold pile. Where is it? I also forgot to check if this one has any hostiles. It does not. So we got gold and we got plasteel. Oh, that's on the way. We can hit that on the way back. All right. Tell you what, I will send an extra caravan because we can bring home a shit ton of wood. So I'll send a separate one for this, mostly to just have a couple of miners already there so we can pick up everything from the first location. So we want to have... I know Mai is still in base, so I'll find her. Ton can go. Runs around waiting to happily before quickly hiding smiles. You got so much energy today, Viking. Like, it's not a bad thing, it's just like... Oh man. Sometimes I'm exhausted when people have energy. You play this game so differently than I do. It's fascinating seeing it from your perspective, to be honest. And thank you. I am being a little bit more analytical than normal tonight, just because I'm trying to assess what I've got and what I need and what I will need in the future. But like normally I'm just like gas bagging like all hell as I play. But I normally know my people. I normally have like an objective kind of thing that I'm trying to sort of do, that kind of stuff, you know. Lately I've been doing a lot of like mining trips, like what we've got at the moment, like the gold pile and stuff that's come up, because I've needed to get gold for prosthetics and bionics and shit and advanced components and crap. So I've been like capped with things like that. Parsons can go out and he doesn't have a gun. But yeah, I'm normally just kind of like chilling while my colony's existing. I am expecting like an all hell break loose kind of battle, honestly. There's kangaroo. Which kangaroo are you? Hold on a ticket. You're the one with the shoddy. You're the one that does plants. You can go. Alright, I've only got one person that can do mining. I was hoping to find Mai, but I haven't spotted her yet. If I spot her, I'll send her. I thought I saw her then. But yeah, no. Normally I'm just kind of like chilling out with my colony. They're normally pretty peaceful. I do sometimes get like big attacks and stuff. I've been expecting to get a solid attack for the last fortnight. I played RimWorld twice last week and I'm playing it twice this week, and I am overdue for a big battle because we had a manhunter pack last week of like 33 bears, and we had a small infestation prior to that, and then the last one we had was like probably a fortnight before that, where we had like 145 pirates attack us. Sasha can go. She'll be fine. Yeah, so when we had the 145 people attack us, that was when I took prisoners, and I wasn't intending to take prisoners. And we got like, I think we got Mega Scarab in that and stuff, but yeah. I'm kind of expecting like a mech battle any day now. Last time we had a mech battle, we had like 50 odd people, mechs or whatever, attack us, and it was brutal. But the steel, I could do with the steel right now, so it's not a bad thing. I'm just trying to take some animals that aren't pregnant, probably mostly the males, out, and all the females can stay and have their babies and shit. And I'm just trying to make up to about 1,500. I would take more. I'd like to take like closer to the I'd like to take closer to 2,000 out, but there's too many animals in that for them to leave normally. They'll only just have a shit fit about that. Let's get you guys some herbal medicine, and you've got some simple meals, some kibble. That's where my kibble's been going. Let's get you guys about 50, because you guys aren't far from home, and I don't think they'll stay out much longer than that. 12 days, fine. All right. Some stuff they won't eat. That's fine. You guys picked what you wanted to eat, and I just added on top of it, so we should be fine. We got a couple of people that can do mining and a couple of people that can do plant cutting, and hopefully by the time my other caravan's done and comes back, we should be able to do extra hunting. I think I saved both of those. Yeah, we should be fine. But yeah, at the moment we're doing like a full replant trying to let my animals breed. Did you just get that one, or is that... Actually, that might be the new guinea pig. Hold on. Let's go have a look at the guinea pigs. I should have gotten it by now. Wherever the fuck the guinea pig section is. I feel like I went past it, but I know I haven't. There it is. You're... No. There's the new guinea pig. There we go. Alright, new guinea pig's been sorted to where it needs to be. But yeah, I'm mostly just like trying to figure out what I want to do, like information-wise, for building the next area, because like this seems to be the maximum amount of productivity room that I need, which means I could halve that or quarter that and like make a whole bunch of small buildings if I wanted to, or I could make a couple of big rooms if I wanted to. Medical wise, I do use all of one and half of another, so I think this is 36 beds, I think. No, I don't want to accidentally grab all those. Let me just see. Oh, 32. Okay, so 32 plus half of that would give me how many beds I need. So 32 plus 16. So I'd need about 48, give or take, probably 50 medical beds. So, hold on, 50 medical beds. I might actually bump that up to 55. Because at the moment, we got, what, 32 times 2. And there are really rare occasions where it is not enough. But we also sometimes have it where my hospital beds are broken. And I can use those ones. So... maybe we just go for the fucking full round figure of like 70 medical beds. The next location. That should prevent them from going hopefully to their bedrooms, because they do sometimes go and get medical treatment in their beds. And I don't want that. We still got 36 people got tattered apparel, which means we must be capped on some clothing items. Because even though I'm seeing people bring in some stuff in here, I'm not seeing people changing over their items. And there's only a couple of people still working at benches, like Nitro. Like Nitro here's making all the crafting, making all the clothes. If he's the one making the masterworks, like, good on him. But, yeah, I've got to get a trader in here. Hold on. I could call for one of these two. They might have a Psychic Supulsor, or they might have Psychic Shock Lancers I could maybe trade. Maybe. Turns out from behind the door, Whacking Tail happily runs Silverlick sideways down Southern both full pushes. No. Give all three of you guys pats, because it sounds like you probably need to have a bit of a rest after all that zoomies. I think I might call for a couple of traders. The only problem is if I call for a trader and I get attacked and I have that specific trader on my map, like not that specific one that I want to call, but an enemy to the one that I want to call, I will be fucked for getting aid in battle. I so happily receives pats, smiles, seeing both full flushes, receiving pats. No. So which one doesn't hate blue? They all hate blue. But which one? You don't hate purple. In the worst case scenarios, I could call for them. Okay, we'll call for yellow. I also need to trade with them to make them happy. And I could definitely overload their caravan with some gifts. Yeah, we could do that. Let's see who's in the area. I'm looking for Corpsey, Lasagna, or Labia. I can't see none of them up top. They must be getting around somewhere. Oh no, there's Lasagna. Hold on. Hey, Lasagna, mate. You go call them. We'll get one trader up here so I can get rid of a few items. They are probably going to want to buy clothes, and they might buy wood. Hell, if they want to buy wood, I've got so much fucking wood for them. Like, and more on the way. So by all means, if they want some wood. We got it. We got it in like surplus right now. But yeah, if I could honestly sell them a little tiny smeck of clothing that will get the old clothes out of my base, which will allow my people to start replacing the clothes that we must have capped, because pants and t-shirts are capped at 100. Holy shit, I forgot I made that 100. Last I checked, that was on like 50. And I always remember it being on 20. So, we can't make pants. We are making dusters for winter. We will need jumpers at a new location, though. What else are we making? Is it just shirts and pants that are capped? Was I making beanies? I guess I'm making the other shit. That's fine. You know what? If that's the case, I don't really mind if they go ahead and make the other stuff. It's just that, like, I clearly probably need pants if this is what they're bitching about. Like, let's go have a look at Whoops, for example. Let's go have a look at what you're wearing, mate. Here. What have you got? It might be your flak vest that you don't like, I would guess. Or the t-shirt. We are making t-shirts. I will hydrate, Joel. Hold on. Lasagna's got a call for a trade caravan first. I will time you out in a second. Hold on. I kind of wouldn't mind a shaman merchant, but I really need a bulk goods trader. Alright. We'll get you. We'll get one in. That's going to piss them off a tiny bit. And then I'll wait half a day and I'll try to call for the next one. Because I don't want them to rock up at the same time while I'm doing a trade. I need it to be just enough time that they can run over and catch up to them and then, what do you call it? Do the trade and then leave. Why do I keep getting eggs laid here? What the hell's going on? There's always a cat snacking on an egg right here. Do my birds just like beeline for something up this way or what? I guess I should just not ask questions about that because there's always an egg right here. I'm just gonna like move away from there. We're gonna pretend that that's not happening. So anyway, we're on the 15th of August, so we're on the last day of summer. So we should be able to get one more full crop, I hope, before winter. Then I'll have to cover over all the grow rooms and shit and power them back on. I'm pretty sure all the lights are powered off. Yeah, they're powered off. Except for the 2 new ones that got rebuilt, they would not be. Yeah, let's get you two powered off. Oh, not reconnected. There we go. They got blown up in a meteorite earlier, so I don't want those to be powered because we don't have a roof on my grow areas during like the non-winter months. That way I save a little bit of electricity, and that's undercover and via a mountain and stuff. So yeah, this actually works quite well, except for that I've stopped opening that up in between the seasons because if we get a cold snap, I have an emergency grow space, and I've been dabbling with the little grow things. I kind of wish I could put Devil's Drain in that. I'm sure there's a mod for that, but I don't need it. It's a closed mod playthrough, so like I said, if I get to the landed ship quest and we completely fail, like I will try to build a ship at the last known location prior to it, and then if that absolutely fails, then we start again. We just go from the beginning again, and it's pretty much the same, probably the same mods and the same next run. But if we succeed, if we get all the way to the end and we complete landed ship quests and we get most of the original 21 people off the map, that'd be pretty cool, because then we'll do the next playthrough that's literally just me against every single raider group on the map. That'd be like everybody that's like pink or red out here. I'll probably have like one central base, or I might move up the map as I need to and stuff, and we'll just wipe out everyone. It won't be on this particular world seed, but it'll be something. That's the next playthrough. My voice still hasn't recovered from like fucking laugh coughing earlier, Droll, by the way. Droll like redeemed a timeout like as I was drinking coffee, and I like kind of like choke coughed, and my voice has just gone rip from that. And it just kind of hasn't come back. That's fine. Also, have they built... Oh, yeah, they have built my extra transport pods. Let's get the metal on that. So we will now have 9 pods. I will have to remember that I have 3 down the bottom of my map. Still making good stuff. So basically I plan to absolutely just launch as much as I can towards the next area. We've already got 4,000 pemmican. The kibble has kind of like taken cut, but I just don't have meat to remake it. The rice is slowly going down, so they are definitely using the resources. We've got a little bit of meat. Alpaca, we've got guinea pig meat. We're up to 3,000 in the packaged survival and simple meals, which is doing really good. We're up by 1,000 already. And it looks like my caravan's ready to go out. So let them get ready to go. And I want to check on this bedroom that's up here. I think the Chaffinch is the second caravan. Yeah, 7 and 16. Tesla Wagon falls asleep selling both plushes. No. You get your rest, Viking. Oh no, it's the first one. Yeah, no, it's the first caravan's ready to go. That's really great. If they get gone, then the second caravan can start packing up soon. By the time they finish down here, hopefully the other one will have arrived there and they can pack up and go back to meet them there. So that'll be great. Because I want to bring home a lot more animals, and I want to bring home a lot more wood and shit as well. Need to put more floors in here. Okay, so for a size room like this, it should be counting now. What have we got? It's an average size bedroom of 32. All right. So that's a big room though. That's a 5x5 versus a 12. 25 versus a 12. Okay, but that's a single bed. So I do need to see, once I've got the flooring on here, there's 2 things I want to put in here to test this room. Excellent dresser and good dresser. Let's get rid of the good. And we have an excellent bed, and we have an excellent bed and a masterwork and an excellent end table. Ellie's having a tantrum because recreationally starved. She's going to destroy 3,600 fucking excuse you? No, honey, you are not. Somebody turn your guns off. Somebody go smack Ellie upside the head. That's basically the entire stack of pemmican. So somebody has decided to stack all the pemmican in one thing, which is a bit of a problem because they do stack to about a 10,000. Yeah, I see the stack. It's over there. She would leave us with like 308 pemmican if it was her fucking way for this. Come on, guys. You got 3 of you. 3 of you versus Ellie. She's not that strong. She's pretty strong. She doesn't have armor. Most of my people don't have armor. Oh, come on, guys. She is getting so fucking close to it. Yeah, move up a little bit, Dorsbury. Bannister, mate. Spoonie, come and help me. Sure, hold on. Let me grab all of yours. Not all of yours, just whoever is, like, drafted. I need you 2 to come down here with your knives and just, like, give her a good smack. There we go. Okay, never mind. Alright. Go back to what you're doing. How's she doing for this? She's got 9 hours, and she's only got small medical care. What did you do previously? What do? You do mining. Okay, I think I can see why hers is so low. Okay, somebody will be with her shortly to be rescued, and then she'll get operated on in hospital. But I am not losing 3,500 pemmican to a tantrum. 3,600, sorry. But yeah, anyway. That's how we keep losing giant chunks of food, by the way, is they have tantrums, and I'm relatively indifferent. But if one of them had a tantrum right now and decided to destroy a stack of 1,000 packaged survival meals or 1,000 simple meals, you know, it's a pretty big dent in our food. I don't usually pay attention to when they have tantrums because they usually will destroy something of value, but it's like a hospital bed, or I have like a bunch of decoys up in here. I have a bunch of silver. tables, which they used to be excellent in Masterworks, but somebody's been rebuilding them in shit. There's an excellent. Yeah, anyway, so they used to be the decoys. I have one excellent table in here. The purpose was that the silver and the quality would normally attract whoever the colonist was to go and destroy it, which is why most of them are rebuilt in shit. But, yeah, it would normally help me prevent them from going and destroying something, you know, important, like a geothermal thing, or like a psychic soothe fucking pulsar, or whatever emanator. Oh, I am growing cotton. That's why I'm not depleting in cotton. Well, shit, I am growing cotton. I've been wondering why we haven't gone down from 10,000 cloth this whole time. That might be why. Fine, I guess. Okay, well, I have a bionic stomach, and I have somebody in my colony that needs a bionic stomach. So let's go looking for who needs a bionic stomach. As long as it's not somebody with medical privileges revoked. I also think I still have an organ here, hold on. I have a liver. I'm supposed to be installing in one of my originals. Hold up, a ticket. Let me go looking for the originals, because I have a liver spare for them. Sass? No. Ratty Apparel, mate. Where are you? Sass is on a sadistic rage. That's how you get your medical privileges revoked in my colony. Now, I've got about, well, 40 odd people that can deal with this situation. Hopefully nobody shoots their gun. So, yeah. We should be fine. I've got like 4 people in the room, and I've got 3 people outside of the room, so they'll go down pretty quickly. Barber's a reasonable fighter. But yeah. In my colony, if you do a sadistic rage, jailbreaker, murderous rage, berserk, slaughterer, any of those kind of things, automatically get your medical privileges revoked. Usually don't care about tantrums or pigging out. Drug benches will get your ass kicked, so we don't do drugs in the colony. You've already... No, I was going to say, I'm like, you've already done something, but I'm like, no, I'm just not paying attention to the fact that it's the same. It's fine. What about pyros? Oh, I don't care about pyros. There was only one time I cared about pyros, and that was when either Mai or Sasha sent original storage on fire. I cared about that because, like, I don't have an image to describe what our original storeroom looked like, but it was kind of like a rectangle, just off to the side so that we could store things inside. And it was all made of wood because we were only in, like, the really early stage of the colony. And they immediately went over and set something inside on fire. And of course it got over like 800 degrees inside, and everybody that was trying to get in to put out the fire was like getting like, you know, inhalation and all sorts of stuff. Droll, that gopher's judging the fuck out of you, man. Everybody knows what you just did. That's what that button does. Yeah, no, they got like inhalation burns. They got like downed burns and all sorts of stuff. It was pretty bad. It was one of the first instances of shit going really wrong. But like, generally speaking, we've only had one other fire that's been kind of bad, and I think that was when somebody set a bedroom on fire. I think it was like up here somewhere. And somebody set a bedroom on fire, and it burnt out into the hallway, and the hallway got superheated and shit, but the roof collapsed and it rained and it was fine. So we didn't really like do too much with that. Normally these days I'll normally just automatically open up the doors and just be like, let it burn out and stuff. I can only rebuild most of whatever's inside, so I don't worry too much when something catches fire. I just try to keep my people away from it, because everybody in my colony, apart from the people that can't do firefighting, everybody does firefighting. So they will do it. There goes Kimmy's caravan. Oh, let me save that caravan. There we go. Alright. So she's off on her way. My bar of colonists has gone tiny again. It will get smaller when the next one goes out, but the next caravan is packing up. Parsons is in that. They have a lot of food to pack up, so it's fine. Yeah, mostly pyromaniacs aren't a huge issue in my colony. Except for... no, it's in here. In here was a problem. But I think we've solved that with fire foam poppers. throughout most of my base too. Pretty much anywhere inside where they do set shit on fire pretty often. I have got 5 foam poppers. I've got 5 foam poppers in like the grow rooms as well, where major fires can break out. Because originally I had this wall as a break, and in 1.3 the fire couldn't jump over a 2 stone wall to the next room. But in 1.5 it definitely does. It burns through that and will get into next area, and then it's a major fire and shit. So I started putting 5 foam poppers in like the grow rooms and shit as well. But most of the other areas, like in here, I don't have them in here. I don't have them in the bedrooms. Like if we get fires outside, which we do occasionally, they set the crops and shit on fire. I usually just have like 3 or 4 people in the area that want to go and put that out. It's not usually a big issue. Like occasionally we get like lightning strikes. And that's only really an issue when like it accidentally strikes down an animal and cooks it. But apart from that, it's not really a problem. I do have 5 foam poppers like in most areas, like even in the prison. I get a lot of fires start in the prisons because it's like a small room and stuff. But yeah. Also, I need you guys to clean this. I can see what you've done. You've brought the animals through here when you set up the caravan. So get that clean. The other thing too is I do regret having 4 doors on a hospital. Well, there's 6, but you know, 4 ways to move through a hospital, because even if it's not in the path for them to form a caravan or live making a caravan, they will walk through my hospital every fucking time. They'll also do that to like a kitchen storeroom as well if they have access to it. That's why my kitchen storeroom only has 1 entry hole. Like they can also come through the dining room and shit, but like they can only like dirty the smallest corner. They can't like dirty up the kitchen and shit. Convict from West Venom is passing by. She's ooh, hello, an escaped convict. Oh no, it's just her name's Escapee. That's fine. I was gonna say, like I'll take her. Nah, she's just a regular person. All right. Chuck says it's having a tantrum. He's gonna smash some furniture. That's fine. He's not in the caravan. Yeah, anyway, I guess she's just passing by. Interesting. I don't see anybody else with that. I do see ibex rams here though, and I could do a hunt. Let's go get you. Now back to this room. I've been a bit all over the place. But so they reckon a 25 square internal room is average sized. So it's no longer cramped, which means Muffalo must think that his room's okay. I don't think I can provide that size bedroom on this size. Like even on a normal size map, I would lose so much space to that. But hold on, let's just swap out. I'll swap out this bed and this. I can't put it in there yet. Let me go find somebody to do an install. Not Mal. Shadow could probably do it. Anasan could definitely do it. Oh, she's already doing it. Okay. That's fine, I guess. We'll leave Anasan to do the uninstall and the reinstall. I'm watching you, mate. I see you up in the fucking area here. What are you destroying now? You're having a tantrum. I'm going to keep an eye on you because I know you're destroying furniture. I want you out of here. Go destroy something else outside. Go destroy something in the fucking recreation room. Go ham. Alright, we should be fine. He's outside now. He'll go destroy something else. I just had to make sure he didn't do that. What do we got? We got recreation time, or is this wedding or something? Recreation? Yeah, it's just recreation. Cool. Alright, well, I'll leave them be. Sass is finally out of hospital. You're going off some recreation, mate, after your smackdown. You have... I just recently gave you a leg and a jaw. That's probably what's pissed him off, actually. What else do you do? You do a lot of mining and you do a bit of plants. Okay. Look, I will give you 1 more leg. But if this goes beneath that, I don't care. You'll get killed. Left leg. We want... I'll give you a prosthetic to match your other one. Prosthetic. Left leg. There you go. So when you're done with recreation, go back to hospital and get yourself a leg. Now, I was trying to install a liver on my original people before we got interrupted. So let's go have a look for my originals. I I already checked the A's already. Looking for corpsey. Not everybody's going to be home in the colony at the moment because I've got a caravan out. You don't need a liver. I'm looking for... There's corpsey. Hold on. You need a lung. I did replace one of his lungs. We did buy a lung. I can't do organ harvesting because it's in this size of colony, it's not worth it. They just go nuts. You need a leg though. Fuck it, you're gonna get a bionic left leg while I'm here. Bionic left leg. There you go. Alright, have fun with that, Cypress. He's a doctor. Deli's a doctor. Dodsworth. You don't have a nose, but that's fine. You need some stuff. You need a lung. I don't have a spare lung. Let's get you an ear. Why is everybody missing a left ear? Yeah, you can have a bionic left ear. I don't see any problems with that. I don't want to install too many things because I did this last time and we ran out of gear to reinstall when surgeries failed. Pretty sure it's Enyo, not Engo. My original. Yeah, you. Okay, you've got a pinky that's destroyed. You've got a prosthetic leg. Let's go to the next section. Farrell always feels like an original, but he's not. You're doing good. I could really do it using like the healing mech serum. I've got 5 of them. I'm just holding on to it for like major battle situations. They destroyed my resurrector mech serums, by the way. Somebody had a tantrum and destroyed my resurrector mech serums. I had 2, and I was holding on to them for like, you know, in case somebody died again, like Acosta did that time. Acosta's an original and she died and I had to bring her back. But yeah, no. Somebody went slap happy and destroyed it. Which fucking sucks. Alright, Jet officer, not logger. Jet's actually doing really well. They have no problems at the moment. Who else is in here? Labia. You need a lung. Oh, what the fuck is a humerus? Hold on. What the fuck is a humerus? I gotta Google this. Upper arm. Okay. So you need a left arm. It's your left arm. I don't know